Hey folks, Steve Alcorn here with you once again. Today we're going to do a what sold video. Yippee! We haven't done one of these in a while. So the first thing, we're just going to jump right in it. But before we do, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, do all that nonsense, and hit the bell notification. Most important thing is hit that bell notification so you know when I do this again, which may be tomorrow, and it may be 2 months from now. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, so this is a floppy drive that uses a USB. So it's an old 3 1/4 floppy drive, I believe, little hard ones. And I bought this at a yard sale, I think for $3. You can see it said 63 on there. The 3 was written in marker, of course. Well, I tried my hardest to get that marker off of there, and I couldn't. All the methods that I normally use to get marker off of things would not work on this box. So I put a 6 in front of it, faded it out a little bit to match, and charged $45 free shipping, and I got it. So floppy drive, this is an older one, but it's a really good one, I guess. It's a TIAC. I don't know. It is a little bit older, but it's hot swappable, which is good. That means it won't delete the data that's on your disk when you do that. So you can plug it in and turn it off without ejecting it on your computer. So actually a pretty good deal, and people like them. And this one sold for $45. Most of your external hard drives or external USB floppy drives don't do that well, but this particular one did. So that was the first sale I'm going to show you. Let's get that off the screen. GameCube gaming systems right now, hot. This picture is horrible. It didn't matter. It sold. I didn't have a controller to go with this one. I do have a controller, but I only have one, and I like to keep one around, so I sold it without the controller. But I did sell it with the power brick and the AV cables there. Really good little system. Probably paid $5 for this at a yard sale sometime in the summer, 10 tops. And held on to it for a long time, had it apart, cleaned it fully. I always clean my video game systems fully before I sell them. I actually take them down to the bones and clean them out. There was a little switch in the back. When you put these back together, the switch that tells the system that the door is open breaks really easy. You have to have it in a certain position or you'll break it. I did it on 2 of them. Had to order the part from Japan, of all places. You can't get it in the United States. It's only a couple bucks, but it had to come from Japan. I got the parts in, fixed both systems, sold one of them. I like to keep one on hand. But we got $44.95 plus $9.99 shipping. So video game systems right now, I may have undersold. I don't know. If I'd have put a controller with it, I could have got more. But the guy was very happy. It turns out that I forgot to put the AV cables in there. So I realized it after I shipped it. So I contacted the guy. I said, hey, listen, I'm going to send them. If I put them in there, then you get a second set. If I didn't, then there you go. So he was cool with that. And it's been delivered. I haven't heard anything back yet. So must have been okay. Polaroids still sell. This is a lot of 3 of them. Nothing special, just some Polaroids, 3 different versions of the camera. There's a Sun 600, there's a 1-step close-up, and a 1-step flash. Got $49.95 for the 3, shipped them all in one box. Retrospect may not be buying these anymore, but somebody is, and these were listed for a very, very long time. Somebody decided to finally buy them, and I was happy to sell them. So those are gone. So Polaroids can still sell. Stegosaurus is a big guy. He's quite large. I paid $8 for these when I had 2 of these when I was down in North Carolina. Bought them to put on Amazon, and then I brought them home, and the boxes weren't where I'd like them to be. They would have sold for a bit more on Amazon, and I would have made some money, especially if I could send them into FBA. But the boxes weren't perfect, so I decided to sell them on eBay, and I got $27.95 a piece for them. So I did a little better than break even, but not much. But it's okay. I sold them. Nintendo console. Console only. Very nice, clean system. It wasn't clean when I got it. It was horribly bad. It did work, but I did put that it may, it has the original Nintendo always had issues reading games. So I did put that in the description. So whoever got this, it's down here. However, just like all consoles of this age, it can be touchy when a game is inserted and may take a bit of jiggling to get it just right. Always put that And I always also put it may need a new 72-pin connector. I believe I replaced the 72-pin connector in this one a while back, but I can't remember. So I just put that in there just to make sure. The 72-pin connector is the part that the game inserts into and reads the game. And they tend to fail pretty quick. If you get a Nintendo at a yard sale or something and it doesn't read games, go on eBay, buy a new 72-pin connector, put it in. There's tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. It's fairly simple. Then try it again. And chances are that's probably what the problem was. If it turns on but doesn't read games, that's the problem. If it turns on and has a flashing light, that's a whole different problem, which also can be solved by removing a certain pin. And it also makes it so that it can read. It makes it region free if you remove that particular pin as well. So this one, actually, I did that too, I believe. So whoever's getting this has a region free console. But anyway, we got $34.95. Plain console, no attachments, and we added shipping on there too. So right now, the price gouging things, everything. It doesn't matter what you list. People are claiming price gouging. So to make that look a little better to a buyer, I'm adding shipping so I can bring the price down a little bit. Here we got a Charles Wysocki Americana 1000 piece puzzle. I only put one puzzle in this, but I've been selling these quite regularly. Any 1,000 and above piece puzzles have been going really well. I bought a ton of puzzles when I was in Buffalo last year at a Goodwill for $2 and $3 a piece. This is probably one of the $3 puzzles. It was a bigger puzzle. These were all vintage sealed puzzles. So this was from 1986, but it was actually sealed. I don't know if we can get a good picture of the seal on it. For some reason, that picture isn't blowing up. Let's see if we can get this one too. I don't know if you can see, but down around the corners there, it's still sealed. Nobody's ever put this puzzle together. I've sold a bunch of these, all for $30, and they've all sold, plus shipping. So we got $40 for this puzzle. So I hope the buyer is happy with it. And people are buying puzzles and games like crazy. Speaking of games, Pass the Pigs. Any of these Pass the Pigs games do really well. This happens to be the Lux edition, I believe, from 2000. It was complete. You can see there's all the pieces. I don't think the scorecards had been used in here. Yeah, it doesn't look like the scorecards are used. I think those two little piggy cards are just placeholders. It had all the pieces. And it had the two different kinds of pigs in there. It's a pretty unique game. Had the original pencil unsharpened, which is pretty cool. So from the year 2000, so this thing's 20 years old. Anyway, this one sold for $20, and that was free shipping. I sold another version of this that's not the deluxe edition, and I think I got the same price for it. And they're used. And that one, the box was rough on. This one, the box was really nice, but selling good. Okay, so I got this summer. I think I paid $6 for this. I can't remember if I got a yard sale or a Goodwill or where I got it. Thought for sure this thing would sell and sell and sell real quick, and it didn't. But it finally did. So we got $49.95 plus $6.90 shipping. I always put some sort of shipping on a heavy clothing item, although I know it probably cost me $10 to ship. But I put $6.90 on there just, to make the buyer feel like they're getting a deal. And plus I make a little bit of money on it too. But it's a really nice jacket. Big Harley Davidson embroidered on it. Had the leather patch on the back, and all the buttons said Harley Davidson. It's an official Harley Davidson denim jacket. Really nice jacket. If I was in the Harleys, I'd have probably kept it. It fit me. And some nasal spray. We paid $2 for these. I'm actually going to go get some more tomorrow, probably. These are a retail arbitrage item. You can see I had 8 available, and they all sold. Now, we're paying $2. It cost about $3 to $4 to ship, so that's $6. We're making $3 or $4 a piece on these, but we're in the store anyway, and it's a store that we would go to get some other things anyway. We're not violating the stay-at-home order. We're going to a store that we would normally go to. We're buying these for $2, I think, and selling them for $13. So we're not doing too bad. A little bit better than doubling our money after fees and shipping, I believe. And they're like under 5 ounces. I think they're actually under 4 ounces. So they're anywhere from $2.83 to $3 something to ship. So not bad. Those little ocean sinus nasal sprays. Shoes, $60 plus $10 shipping, so $70 for a nice pair of women's Nike Run Swift shoes. They're coming back. The lady got them yesterday. Actually, she got them super quick. I sent them out 2 days ago. She got them today, I think. She tried them on. They didn't fit, so they're coming back. But we paid, if you remember back on some of my videos from last summer, we got a big lot of shoes, and we paid $7.50 a pair. They were all brand new shoes. And most of them came with the boxes, but I didn't want to ship them in the box if I didn't have to. If they were going to California, they were not going to go in the original box. I'd make a smaller box for them. But these ones didn't have the box, so I did new without box. They still had tags and everything. Great shoes. But she said they were a little small, so she's sending them back, which is fine. We'll just sell them again. I have no idea why anybody would buy this and spend $22.99 on it, but these are home dry cleaning things. Custom cleaner, home dry cleaning kit. I paid about $2 or $3 for this at a Goodwill. Must have been a year ago. This thing has been listed for a very, very long time. I believe this is a discontinued item, but nobody wanted it. So I just threw a price on it and left it there and let it set, and it finally sold. So $22.99 for custom cleaner home dry cleaning kits. Pretty cool. Another pair of shoes. These are Doc Martens. They're sandals. These also sat for quite a long time. I don't know why my second pictures aren't enlarging, but you can see they're okay shape. They're not great. The buckles had a little tarnish on them. I tried to get a really good picture of that buckle so that people could see that, and I may have mentioned it in the description as well. There's the model number if anybody's interested. I think that's the model number. Sizing information and stuff. A really nice pair, heavy pair of sandals. We got $69.95 plus $10 shipping. So we got $80 shipped for these shoes. Not bad. I would have paid about $6 or less for them at a Goodwill this summer. Flashlights. No. I see that you can see it's $6. We paid $1 for each one of these flashlights. $6 with fees and shipping breaks me even on them. We bought them for a private label idea we had on Amazon. The idea just didn't work for me. Well, it was a pet stain cleaning kit that we were selling on Amazon. We sold a total of one of them. It wasn't on Amazon. It was on eBay. So we decided that we'd break up the kits and sell the flashlights to get our money back. And there's some other items we're selling out of that kit too. And the flashlights at $6 have been selling like crazy. But all we're really doing on this one is recovering our money. We have sold 8 of these out of the 12 that I said I had. I actually have 25 of them. But I like to keep my numbers low in case something happens and I misplace something or whatever. So once those 12 sell out, then I'll put some more on. But break even sometimes is a win. Sometimes a loss is a win too. Recovering money is always good. I paid $5 a piece for these brand new Panic at the Disco albums about a year ago, maybe 6 or 8 months ago, something like that. Too Weird to Live, Too Rare to Die. It's a pressing they made. I don't remember what the year on it was. It may say down here in the description. 2013. They sell well, but not at $20. So I had to lower the price to $17.99, and I've sold 2 of those this week. So they're starting to move. So $5, they ship first class because they're not very heavy. You put some... sorry, I got a message. You put some... I don't buy the vinyl boxes, the record boxes, because they don't ship a lot of records. So I just wrap some cardboard around them real nice. They come in right around 15 ounces, and they ship for about $5. So together I have 10 in them. We're about doubling our money-ish. 10 with shipping and fees, I'd say. So we're about doubling our money. Not great money, but it was, they sell. So we're going to get rid of that guy. These things were a Dollar General retail arbitrage thing. I believe this is an as seen on TV product. I'm not sure if it says it on there. Pretty sure it was, though. Yep, right there. These are pyramid pan silicone kitchen baking mats. I paid like $2 a piece, two for $6 for these, I think. Yeah, $2 a piece. It was one of their 50% off clearance days, 50 additional percent off clearance. And so we bought them. They took forever to sell, but they finally did. I think I actually sold another set of these when we first bought them, and it took forever to sell the second set. I sold them in threes just to get, try to get some interest because individually they weren't that great. A Wii. Look at this, $80 for a Wii system. This summer I couldn't give these damn things away at yard sales. I was giving them for $30 at my yard sale. Nobody wanted them. I sell the console alone on eBay I was selling it for $34.95 free shipping prior. Now they're going for closer to $50 shipped, just the console. I threw a controller and, I threw all the parts in there. The controller actually had an aftermarket back on it. Nyko, I think it was. Aftermarket back. But whatever, somebody gave me $80 and it sold within minutes of me listing it. I actually had an offer for $75. I don't take offers, but somebody sent me an offer. And then while I was contemplating that, it sold for $80. I did do free shipping on this one, just because I felt like it. And it went not that far, so it only cost me like under $9 to ship. And I think it was in my region, so I think it was $7 something to ship. Not bad, actually. Sega Master System. Anybody ever seen one of these in real life? Well, I did. And I bought this for $5 this summer and I remember this when I was with Brenda Yankowski. She is, you'll find her on Facebook and YouTube sometimes in our chats on our live show. She's around quite a bit. And she happened to be at the same yard sale I was this summer at the Route 7 yard sales. Anyway, I bought this one. She was there and I showed it to her. It was filthy dirty. Brought it home. Didn't have the power cord, so I eventually went out and bought a power cord and a AV cord for this thing, and it didn't work. It powered on, and then I decided I was going to try to fix it, and now it doesn't power on at all, so I sold it for parts. So we got $34.99 shipped for parts on this thing. If you find this whole system, they're going for well over $100 now. They weren't before, but they are now. I wrote that it looks like somebody had been working on the board, which I didn't say that somebody was me, but whatever. I don't know what I did to it. I soldered and desoldered and resoldered and scraped and cleaned and nothing worked. So this system was for parts. But at $35, people can use, some of the components out of it, like the power button, the top case, bottom case. They can use some of the components on the board. I think the RF in and the AV in ports are bad on it, and that's why it wouldn't work. But anyway, $35 for a system that I wish would worked because I'd like to see how these things operate, but I'll find another one someday. Still, video game systems are selling, broken or not, right now. These are Shark Steam Cleaner Energized Cleanser. That's what they are. There's two different flavors here. It looks like wood and multi-floor. So we bought these really cheap. I think like $3 or $4 a piece this summer. And I believe they're a discontinued item, both of them. So it took a while to sell, but they sold for $29.95. I must have had calculated shipping on it because I would go $9.99 for my shipping normally, but it says $8.25 there. So whatever the calculated shipping was to the buyer, that's what they paid. I sent these out this morning, actually, I believe. Another product that we just about break even on, maybe do a little bit better. These are little 3.3 ounce Pantene Expert Collection Advanced Keratin Repair Split and Fusers. We did all right with these things, but they just don't sell very fast, so I'd like to get rid of them. So at $13.95, I think I have more left. So I still have 10 available, it says. So if anybody likes this stuff, come on, hit up my eBay store and buy me out. Just buy me out. I'll even give you a discount. I'll put a discount on here so that if you buy more than one set, I'll have to go back and put 10% off an additional set or something so people buy more than one. Anyway, that's something we bought at the salvage store this summer, and it just wasn't where we thought it would be. And last, but certainly not least, I ran an auction on these Pokemon cards. These are all older Pokemon cards, but there was nothing spectacular in there. I did all the price checking on them, and the most expensive card in this lot, you might be able to see it in here. I think it was a Bulbasaur or something. I don't remember. I don't do Pokemons. He's in this section somewhere. I know he's in there. I think he was actually the second picture. Yeah, somewhere in this section there was a good card. None of these. But anyway, so there's a few foils, lots of commons, lots of uncommons, and a few rare, which means nothing, and a couple of hollows. And somebody paid $12.50 plus $3.75 shipping, and they will be out the door. There's 207. There's actually closer to 290 cards in there, but I just said 275 just to make sure the count was right. And then cards are in various states of wear. Some show little to no wear, while some may have creasing. So you want to make sure they know what they're getting. It's just a random lot of cards I probably got for $1 at a yard sale this summer. Anyway, folks, that is it. That is what I sold on eBay. Now, there's other items that I didn't show you, but this is the bulk of some of the things that I've sold that I thought you guys would be interested in seeing. So I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to subscribe. And most of all, don't forget to hit that bell notification button so you know when I do this again. Sweetwater out.